From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
He was defended by,
and there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Check, 59, 59. I got you.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down, and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. And that'll bring up second down.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3 at the 22-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
There's the ball carrier.
From 17 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Ball carrier.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Goff on 1st down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Rams 7.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Carlos.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st down, Carson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 40.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 44. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Touchdown, L.A.
The ball carrier.
Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
13.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Seattle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's 14, 14, fight it. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check.
This time Wilson will throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
47-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They run for it with Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. For a minute to go before halftime.
Let's set a tone. Let's set a tone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
By Bobby Wagner.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the...
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Rams first down.
We go, Todd. Line 20.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run here with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So that's what an angry defense looks like and what they can do. They told him, you've had your 3 touchdowns already. No way you're getting a 4th.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and be Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 3rd in the nose of the football. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements. And the Rams add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. A shotgun snap for Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Complete. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Akers able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. on the Seahawks' 21-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ram. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Throwing now is Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
42.
So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.